Have you ever had a bad thought that you knew was wrong, but it kept coming back again and again? Maybe you thought about taking something that wasn't yours, or lying to get out of trouble, or doing something you knew was bad. We all have these moments. The question is, what do we do when these thoughts come? Today's story will show you how one person's entire life changed because of just one thought. This is not just a story. It's a lesson that could change your life forever. So listen carefully, because what happens next could happen to anyone, even you. Many years ago, in a quiet village, there lived a young woman named Marcus. She worked as a cleaner in the big town library. Every day she swept the floors, dusted the shelves, and made sure everything was perfect. The pay was small, but Marcus never complained. She was happy because she had one thing many people don't have: a clear conscience. Marcus believed in honesty. When she found coins on the floor, she gave them to the librarian. When someone left their bag behind, she kept it safe until they returned. Everyone in the village knew Marcus was someone you could trust, but Marcus had a secret dream. She wanted to go to university and become a teacher. She had saved a little money, but it was not nearly enough. Every night she looked at the university brochure and sighed. One day, she would whisper to herself. One day. One cold winter evening, just before closing time, an old woman walked into the library. She wore expensive clothes and carried a beautiful leather bag. She looked around nervously and walked straight to Marcus. "Excuse me," the old woman said. "I need help. I'm looking for a book, but I can't reach it. It's on the top shelf. Can you help me?" Marcus smiled. "Of course. Which book?" The old woman pointed to a thick book with a red cover. Marcus brought the ladder, climbed up, and handed the book to her. The old woman thanked her and sat down to read. An hour passed. The library was closing. Marcus gently told the old woman, "I'm sorry, but we're closing now." The old woman looked up, surprised. "Oh my, I didn't realize the time." She quickly gathered her things and rushed out. After she left, Marcus started cleaning. As she swept under the table where the old woman had been sitting, she saw something that made her heart stop. There on the floor was a thick envelope. Marcus picked it up. It wasn't sealed. Inside, she could see money. Lots of money. She carefully counted it. $5,000. Exactly the amount she needed for university. Marcus stood there, frozen, holding the envelope. Her hands were shaking. A thought came into her mind. The old woman is gone. She doesn't know she dropped this. No one saw it. I could keep it. I could finally go to university. This is my chance. Marcus felt her heartbeat getting faster. She looked around. The library was empty. She was alone. Another thought came. I work so hard every day. I barely have enough money to eat. Is it really stealing if I just found it? Maybe this is fate. Maybe this is my reward for being good all these years. She put the envelope in her pocket and continued cleaning, but something felt wrong. Her hands kept shaking. Her stomach felt sick. That night, Marcus couldn't sleep. She kept thinking about the money in her pocket. She imagined herself at university, sitting in class, finally living her dream. But then another image came to her mind. The old woman's face, looking worried, searching for her lost money. What if she needs this money for something important? Marcus thought. What if it's for medicine? What if it's for her family? Marcus got out of bed and looked at the envelope again. Inside, along with the money, was a small piece of paper with a phone number and a name, Mrs. Eleanor Chen. Now Marcus faced a choice. She could call the number and return the money, or she could keep quiet and keep the money. No one would ever know. The greedy thought came back, stronger this time. $5,000. Do you know how long it would take you to save that much? Years. This is your only chance. That old woman is rich. She probably has plenty of money. She won't even miss it. Marcus felt herself agreeing with this thought. She put the envelope in her drawer and tried to sleep. The next morning, Marcus went to work, but everything felt different. When she swept the floor, she kept thinking about the money. When she organized the books, she kept imagining herself at university. The thought of keeping the money had grown bigger and bigger in her mind. At lunch, she took out the envelope and looked at it again. "Just call the number," a small voice inside her said. "Do the right thing." But the greedy voice was louder. Why should you? You've been good your whole life. And where has it gotten you? Poor and tired. Take this chance. You deserve it. Marcus was about to put the envelope back in her bag when the library door opened. A young man walked in, looking around desperately. "Excuse me," he said to Marcus. "Did anyone turn in a lost envelope yesterday? My grandmother was here reading, and she lost something very important." Marcus felt her heart sink. This was the moment. She could lie and say no, or she could tell the truth. The greedy thought screamed in her mind, "Lie, say you didn't see anything. This is your last chance." Marcus stood there, silent. The young man looked at her with hopeful eyes. "Please," he said. "The envelope had $5,000 in it. It's for my grandmother's surgery. She's been saving for years. She's heartbroken that she lost it." When Marcus heard those words, something broke inside her. All the greedy thoughts, all the excuses, all the justifications disappeared. She saw clearly now what she had almost done. She had almost stolen money meant to save someone's life. With tears in her eyes, Marcus reached into her bag and pulled out the envelope. "I found it," she said quietly. "I'm so sorry I didn't call yesterday. I almost kept it." The young man's face filled with relief and joy. "You found it? Thank you so much." He took the envelope and held it like it was made of gold. Then something unexpected happened. The young man smiled and said, "Wait here for just one moment." He went outside and came back with the old woman, Mrs. Eleanor Chen. But she wasn't alone. Behind her walked a tall man in a suit. Mrs. Chen looked at Marcus with kind eyes. "My dear," she said, "I need to tell you the truth. I didn't lose that envelope by accident. I left it there on purpose." Marcus was confused. "What? Why?" The man in the suit stepped forward. "My name is Mr. Davidson. I'm the director of the Chen Foundation. We give scholarships to honest, hard-working young people who want to go to university. But we don't just give money to anyone. We test them first." Marcus felt dizzy. "Test? What do you mean?" Mrs. Chen explained. "For the past 3 months, I've been watching you work here at the library. I saw how honest you were, how you returned every lost item, how you worked hard even when no one was watching. So I decided to give you one final test. I left the envelope to see what you would do. But I almost kept it," Marcus said, her voice breaking. "I had so many bad thoughts. I wanted to steal it." "But you didn't," Mrs. Chen said gently. "That's what matters. Having bad thoughts is normal. We all have them. What makes us good people is what we do with those thoughts. You fought against the greed. You controlled your mind. And in the end, you chose honesty." Mr. Davidson opened his briefcase and pulled out a document. "Marcus, the Chen Foundation would like to offer you a full scholarship to any university you choose. 4 years, all expenses paid. But this time, you don't have to feel guilty about taking it. You earned it." Marcus couldn't believe it. She started crying tears of joy. If she had kept the money, she would have gotten $5,000 but lost her integrity. Instead, by doing the right thing, she gained so much more. Marcus went to university and became a wonderful teacher, but she never forgot that day in the library. She never forgot how close she came to making the worst mistake of her life. Years later, when she told this story to her students, she would say, "The battle between good and bad doesn't happen on the outside. It happens inside your mind. Bad thoughts will come, greedy thoughts will come, selfish thoughts will come. That's normal. You can't stop thoughts from appearing. But here's the secret. You can choose which thoughts to listen to and which thoughts to ignore. You can control which thoughts become actions. That day in the library, I had 100 reasons to keep the money. My mind gave me excuse after excuse. But I had one reason to return it. It was the right thing to do. And that one reason was stronger than all the excuses combined." This story teaches us something very important. Our thoughts have power, but we have power over our thoughts. When a bad thought comes into your mind, don't panic. Don't feel guilty just for thinking it. Everyone has bad thoughts. What matters is what you do next. Ask yourself these questions. If I do this, will I be proud of myself tomorrow? Would I want my family to know about this decision? Am I thinking clearly, or is greed making me blind? Remember, one moment of controlling your thoughts can change your entire life for the better. And one moment of giving in to bad thoughts can destroy everything you've built. Marcus almost lost her biggest opportunity because of greedy thoughts. But because she controlled her mind at the last moment, she won something much greater than money. She won her self-respect, her integrity, and her future. The same choices in front of you every single day. Which thoughts will you listen to? Which thoughts will you control? Your future depends on your answer. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear it. We all face temptation. We all have bad thoughts sometimes. But together we can remind each other to choose honesty, to control our minds, and to do what's right even when it's hard. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are what you choose to do with your thoughts. Stay honest, stay strong, and never forget that the greatest battles are won inside your own mind.